Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is another beautiful evening, and I kind of saw some clouds off in the distance. I saw the direction that the sun was heading, and I figured, man, this is gonna be setting up for a pretty interesting sunset. I'm hoping that these clouds stick around. We have a very small supercell. Evansville is off in that direction. So let me pull it up on my phone here. As you can see, my location there and the current position of the cell and the direction that it's heading, it's barely going to clip me. And by the time the sun goes down, I'm hoping that this supercell will be kind of positioned back off in that direction. Thus, the sun will be setting over the horizon, right over there. At least that's the plan anyways. It's been a minute since I've been able to get a decent sunset shot. Waiting for a good sunset, kind of like fishing. You're not gonna catch a fish every single time you throw your cast out into the water. I'm not gonna get a perfect shot every time or every day I try to come out here and get a picture of the sunset. You know, the clouds gotta be in the right spot. I've gotta be in the right spot. And being the person that I am, I kind of wander aimlessly throughout the Davis County area until I find a good enough spot with some foreground and some clouds, as you can see here. And I just kind of have to hope that the sun is going to set at just the right time, and I'm gonna get just the perfect amount of light in those clouds, so I get those pinks, those oranges, those yellows, and then of course the blue sky, which should be pretty interesting here because, as you can see, we've got a beautiful, absolutely beautiful blue sky. And that's what I'm wanting. I'm wanting the sun to hit the horizon. I want to get that big flaming ball of fire, and I want this storm to be kind of just a little bit closer towards me, but the back end to it, so I can still get it in the frame. I can still get those really bright oranges and pinks along with the blue sky to kind of contrast the whole thing and just get a really awesome picture. These are the moments that I live for when it comes to photography. It gives me the opportunity to get out and explore and get amazing pictures like this. So I can get home, I start editing that, and I get to just relive that moment over and over and over again whenever I want to pull that picture up. Or better yet, for all my photographer friends out there, if you haven't blown up any of your work, if you haven't printed any of your work, I highly suggest you do so. It will give you a whole nother perspective on photography. It will make you appreciate your work so much more, and it'll just add fuel to the fire for those of you who might be stuck, I guess, in a rough spot, that might have hit a dry patch. I've been in a situation like that before, recently, if you will. You know, I just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere with photography, that I've kind of hit a plateau with my business and with what I'm wanting to do and where I wanted to go with it. And I recently just started vlogging, not even a month ago. I use a Sony a7R II. That's what I've used. I've had the camera for not even a year. I had a Canon T3i before that. And, you know, I've basically done every single thing possible that you could possibly do with that camera because I couldn't afford a nicer, you know, better quality camera, if you will. So I pushed and pushed and pushed. I got this camera, and then I plateaued, you know, with my photography. I just kind of felt like I hit that spot where I wasn't getting anywhere. So I figured, wait a second, I can get a couple extra pieces of equipment to add onto the camera. You know, my miniature tripod, which I'm holding right now, which is also serving as a handle, and the mini Rode mic, which is amazing for better audio when I'm filming content like this. And I figured, what the heck? I have really no clue about video editing and all that sort of stuff, but I just kind of said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start vlogging. I'm gonna start figuring out how to create awesome content, or just, you know, show you my life, how I see things from my perspective, sunsets, chasing storms, you know, automotive photography, which is what I started doing in the first place with photography. And my goal in photography is to get people to see things the way I see things. Of course, everybody sees things differently, but I want people to see from my perspective. I want people to enjoy nature, sunsets, lightning strikes, wedding photographs, family portraits, everything from my perspective, because photography is ever changing. Nothing ever stays the same in photography. You have so many options. You have an endless amount of sources to fuel your business, to fuel your passion for photography. And I want people to continue to pursue after those things that are gonna fuel you to keep pushing your photography game to the next level. Because everybody has the same opportunity that I have right now, and that is to capture something that they like and just kind of editing that and to your liking, to how you visualize it and sharing it with the rest of the world. That is my goal. I want to inspire other photographers out there to get off of that plateau, if you will, and keep climbing that mountain to success. So you can live your life chasing after your dreams, whether that is photography or whatever else. That's my passion. I want to be able to capture something like this and share it with you guys so you can enjoy it just as much as I am and give you the chance to see how I do it. None of my work is secret. None of my tools are secret. My success, if you will, in photography is not a secret. I want people to know how I do this. I want people to know how I vlog. I want people to know how I, you know, photograph things. I want people to know how long I have to wait for that perfect shot. Nothing's ever perfect. It's just a phrase that I use, you know, as my business logo, Marcus Velez Photography, MVP, always hunting for the perfect shot. Because I never stop. I'm always looking to capture that shot that I absolutely love. That's what pushes me to keep going with this business. You guys have that same opportunity that I have. So, as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, waiting for this absolutely amazing sunset to hit the horizon, give me the colors that I'm hoping for. It might not happen, but I'm out here and I'm waiting, and I'm gonna hope that it does. And if not, oh well, I'll try again another day. And I will go about my life editing this vlog, guys, and how I feel about photography and everything else, and how you should feel about photography. If you're on that plateau right now, your business didn't just bottom out. Your photography game just didn't bottom out. You don't just stop and sit on that plateau. So you got to keep climbing. You got to find what fuels your fire. You got to find what pushes you to, what challenges you to, you know, take it to the next level, I guess. So that's what I'm always doing. That's, you know, what I've been trying to do anyways. So let's see if we can't catch an awesome sunset. The cell is growing. That's not what I want, but it is what it is, so nothing I can do about it. And it looks like we might have some company here in a minute, and I'm a little scared. I'm being legit serious. I don't know what's running down the road at me right now, but do you see that down there? You see those two things? I don't know. I can't zoom in any farther. Oh shoot, those are a couple of dogs. Have you ever had your hair kind of stand up on the back of your neck and just kind of get goosebumps all of a sudden? When you kind of have two big dogs running at you, that's kind of what's happening to me right now. So, and they're jogging and I'm nervous, Okay, get in the car, Move my backpack over. Just be cool, Hey, nope, nothing to see here. No, keep going. Oh, you're a good boy. You're just a good boy. Oh, you scared me. You're just a good boy. Hey, oh my gosh, you let two beautiful dogs like you roam around in here. You guys are running down the street freaking me out. Come here. Oh my gosh. They're so filthy too. Oh shoot. Hey, calm down. Look, hey, who's this? Oh my gosh. Wow, all that hype for nothing. Loki was getting really scared. It's not that often that you have two crazy dogs running down the middle of the street from, 2 miles. There's not a single house. You're just a good boy. He's wiping his slobber all over me. Oh, you gotta love Kentucky. Better yet, you gotta love Davis County. I mean, look at this. So, heck, maybe I might have a subject to shoot after all if the sunset falls through. Who knows? They're gone. Apparently they've got places to go, things to do, and butts to sniff. So we have a little bit of another problem. This supercell is starting to form a pretty gnarly shelf cloud, if you will. I haven't seen any lightning or anything like that yet, but it is getting a lot more serious, I guess. Take a look. This once what was a small supercell has grown into a severe thunderstorm within the past 20 minutes that I've been out here. Everything is falling into place. Let's hope it sticks that way. Oh. The storm is shifting a little bit farther toward the north. There's a very, very well defined shelf cloud over there, wall cloud, whatever you want to call it, leading ahead of this storm front. The supercell has quickly blown up within the last hour, right over the Evansville area. Some of you in the Evansville photography group may be out capturing the storm from the bluegrass perspective, which I would think would be a pretty good spot as this is kind of cutting across here. I haven't seen any lightning yet, haven't heard any thunder. I'm curious though as to how it looks from across the river. I'm hoping some of you are out there capturing tonight's sunset or even this supercell that's in the area right now. So I'm gonna switch over to photography mode on here and I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna get a few pictures and I'll be right back. And just like that, I got the shot that I wanted. The storm system continued to push off and stay more towards the north. The sun dipped just below the clouds, and what seemed like there was only an inch between the clouds and the horizon, and I had about a 3-minute window to see that sunlight, which you guys just saw in those pictures. I'm really hoping that you guys are able to enjoy this just as much as I have. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you next time.